folks, it's Rob Lucas Store.
And it's Brew.
And you're watching Spike Wagon only. SpikeWagon.net. Drink, bitches. Yes, yet another live episode of Spike Wagon.
Which immediately followed Spank Wagon excursion to South by Southwest.
Yeah, there's, man.
Which is still going on, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is still going on. We caught most of the earlier stuff.
Is it like a 2-week thing?
No, it's 1 week.
It's
the
1
first half of the week is like, like independent media.
It's all the
stuff.
video game
and
movie stuff, and then
they actually have this like movie thing, but you have to be like really rich or work with like a newspaper to get in. But
I think next year press passes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking try, man.
It's worth trying for.
Yeah,
the second half is all like live shows downtown.
Yeah, and well, no, I mean even outside of, I would ask what you did this week, but shit, we spent most of it just covering South by.
Yeah, sure.
But no, even outside of that, damn, a lot's going on in the world.
Yes.
Holy fucking balls, man.
Well, where to start?
Yeah, I mean, dude, you should see my news list here. It's insane.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's like a page just of links.
By the way,
just of links.
I gave $20 to a donation to
For Japan.
Yes,
that's all I can afford. So if that makes me look like a cheap yes, I'm not.
But hey,
it's
it's still money.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So,
I mean, and if you fuckers haven't donated, your dicks. Which reminds me, I need to do that tomorrow. So
think of all that Japan has given us. What does it cost?
Sucky.
Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that before I sound like some evangelist or some shit. I don't know. But
Evangelist Weeaboo.
Yeah, Evangelist Weeaboo. Seriously.
Come on, Wincest.
Exactly. Where else do we get Wincest than Japan?
Yeah. So
And
Wincest.
but
What's Wincest?
Incest is Wincest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brother, sister.
I thought you said Wincest.
Or it could be cousins or something.
I thought you said Wincest.
Nothing says, huh?
Yeah, it's Wincest.
Wincest. Win plus incest. Wincest.
Oh God.
Nothing says loving like fucking your cousin.
Keep it in the
God, you said fuck.
Brought to you by the band Oedipus and the Motherfuckers. But no, it's kind of weird because I thought maybe, with like 2 weeks span between our live shows,
like we,
I was thinking like dick would happen and we'd be like stumbling for material. Fuck no.
No.
Hell no.
Especially what happened last week.
Yeah. And I'll touch on that in a way a lot of people won't expect, but
alright.
So, just damn.
Yes.
But no, just to touch on the South by piece for a bit. A lot. We did a lot, and we didn't even scratch the surface.
Usually we're trying to get like more
There's so
information.
many people downtown.
Yeah, no, usually for our shows we're trying to get more and trying to go out and do more and just try and grab enough information for a show. For an episode, this is actually like 2 episodes worth without like even trying.
Yes, seriously, it probably will be.
And
we covered the fuck out of Data Pop too.
Yeah.
We pretty much recorded like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was so fantastic.
We didn't get a chance to talk to Dietz.
Yeah, we ran into Dietz while we were there filming, and
I was kind of surprised. Like, Dietz is in the Chiptunes?
Yeah, and randomly, like this guy that I went to junior high with and broke my arm, I saw him there too, and I'm just like, hey, my arm's doing alright. How about you?
You're still a dick.
But it wasn't his fault.
Yeah, but no, it was incredible time just all the way around. Yeah. I'm looking. Hey, Air Mattress?
Yes.
You're gonna have to take days off and like play like second cameraman or something. Seriously, there was like so much shit. I mean, we could have.
If only we had another camera, we would have gotten so much more.
Yeah.
We didn't fail all the place. There's other people filming and stuff like that around town too. It's like wow.
That was actually really that was actually like one of my worries. I mean, except for being outside, because you can't really give a dick about outside.
Right.
But some of those other places, they were like, "Okay, go ahead." So the Independent, they were like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Yeah, no, we actually went to that like expo for what was it, Screenburn?
They didn't say shit.
Yeah, no. Like I was actually like, we got the camera out, and I'm just like, oh my god, we're gonna get caught doing this. We're gonna get in trouble. And no, like.
And then you see like other people with cameras, were like. Okay.
Yeah, no, you saw so many cameras around, and you're just like, you know what? Okay.
And we look like unprofessional as shit with our stuff, and these people have like.
I have to say, as small as
$10,000 cameras.
No, as small as that camera is, I mean, it does everything. It gets everything in HD.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's why I bought it, and that's why I'm probably, and this was from a tech point of view. It was kind of a back and forth I was having.
And from a practical point of view, it's very
By the way,
discreet.
Yeah.
Joe.
Hey there.
Hi, Joe.
He's is he on his motor or on his phone?
Yeah, are you on your phone, Tel?
Anyway, so, but no, that was actually kind of a back and forth I was having with myself, tech-wise, was do we want to get a duplicate of the camera I already have?
That'd be amazing.
Or did I want to get a better camera?
That'd be even better.
Well, I've kind of gone back and forth because right now like a great example, one thing Air Mattress and I did Sunday was go check out Descendants of Erdrick.
Oh yeah.
You know, they've been on Spankwagon before, got an interview with them, that'll definitely be in the episode, you know, some fucking really kick-ass music.
Unfortunately, I had to work that day.
Yeah, so. But one thing I thought was, man, this could really benefit from a second camera. Because it was at the Game Over on Lamar, which is not the biggest place in the world anyway.
Right.
But if we had a second camera, we could have done some really cool shit. Well, Data Pop would have been another great example.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we kind of had just like a direct shot of it, but we could have gotten it from like a different angle and
Been like right in the crowd and all that shit.
yeah, it's
Which is what I did with Fantastic Arcade.
Yeah.
So, which is happening or supposed to happen again this year. So,
All right.
we'll have to cover that as well. Speaking of covering. Spankwagon Austin. It's going to be in Vegas.
That's right.
Yes, we are showing up for Evo.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Bring your sticks. We will be. Your mattress will probably have to borrow one of mine.
I need to get one.
Yeah. Dude, you don't own one by now?
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got a triple. You can. That works.
Yeah, no, I can get one for the triple one.
Yeah.
Or you can just be a lazy bum and just keep going to the arcade, which I live right next to. So
Yeah.
I
Actually,
guess
you're not really lazy. You're not lazy because
Yeah.
you walk there, so
Yeah, I'm actually
that
getting
takes more.
exercise.
Yeah.
But no, I'd say if
Not
I
much.
didn't, if I didn't live like right next to the arcade, I probably would have gotten a stick. But it feels almost like you're initiating yourself. You get a stick. It's just like I'm serious about this. I'm actually gonna play.
Well, that doesn't not quite.
Well,
but-
I am.
I'm sure
I
there
have
are a
three-
bunch of
I-
dumbasses with sticks, but
Well,
yeah.
If I go,
Because
I want to go. Dumb shits.
They do that.
The only game I'll probably play is Mortal Kombat. So, because I've been waiting for that game.
Did you go to Screenburn on
Yeah.
Sunday?
I watched
He did.
it. I didn't
he
get
did
to play it.
But,
Because the lines were
but
so
the thing
freaking
is,
long.
the demo is now out of PSN Plus. It's just on straight PSN,
Oh yeah, that's
so we
right.
can't grab it. I'm still buying a copy anyway. So.
Yeah. No, I actually after that, after we went there, I saw like this video of all the fatalities that those characters that we could play as had,
Mhm.
and there's one for Melina that was actually like fucking ridiculous. Like, yeah, it's
I'm
all.
not surprised by that, but
Yeah, I mean it's all like the dismemberment shit, and for anybody who's like familiar with Mortal Kombat, Melina is basically the butterface. Like she's got like smoking body, but she has like these teeth like this.
Like the
And-
size of, like, bigger than a Tyrannosaurus
Yeah,
Rex.
she's got like a shark, you know, and they're all nasty and like crooked and shit. So like basically,
don't get head from her.
No, God, no. It's like vagina and tonic.
It's pretty much, yeah.
But yeah, no. She, I forget the lead up, but eventually she just like dismembers a guy, like rips his head off, and she was like gonna pretend to kiss him, but then she like ripped his head off and then like ate it. And
Sweet.
yeah, I wish we would have saw.
That was her friendship, by the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's your animality.
Ooh.
Wow. Man, I had actually forgotten about animalities.
And back to Japan.
Yeah.
Back to Japan.
Back to Japan, yes.
By the way, I'm going to change the subject before we forget. Vert said something about WikiLeaks, cash for votes.
Oh, yes!
I
hold. I know about the story.
Okay, we'll hold off on that.
Yes, I do know about this.
That.
I read about that. I was considering putting it in, I just forgot.
Okay.
But I do know what he's talking about. It was very interesting.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that.
See,
Wow,
I haven't
where?
heard anything new
I
about
didn't-
WikiLeaks in like the last couple of weeks.
This was just today.
Today?
Yes.
Holy shit, I've been out of
It was
town, or
posted
out
on
of the house.
WikiLeaks. So
Huh?
it was posted on WikiLeaks.
Yeah.
So. First he
Oh.
said Wikipedia. I'm like, what?
No. People like Wikipedia and governments get pissed off at WikiLeaks, which is why I like them. So, oh man, where the fuck do I start?
First of all, if we go to Japan, make donations, people, because
Yes, donate to the Red
It's-
Cross,
It's a
whatever.
good cause.
Yeah, but
we might have to pay for the concrete to pour over the reactors.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know if concrete would work.
Work.
Because they had to
It worked in Chernobyl, but the only thing why it didn't work in Chernobyl because they did a shitty ass job. Now it's cracking and leaking.
Again.
Yeah, they did a shitty job fixing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And by the way, remember to flip on your camera when you talk.
I will.
Oh yeah, but no, I mean the ridiculous thing about it is the fact that it's gone haywire, even though they had They had like 3 backup
That's it?
systems to pour water in there, and they all fucked up because
Oh, Phil?
Because it just didn't have any power.
yeah, that's
No
true.
power.
You know, it's like, well, what the fuck can you do?
No,
Just,
they even had like diesel backup generators, but I guess the
well, when you have a magnitude 9 earthquake, you know, all
Shit's-
bets are out the window. You know, I mean,
actually I was talking to my friends about it. Apparently, like a magnitude 10 would like crack the earth or some shit.
Yeah, it,
well, didn't
yeah,
well this one like tilted the Earth just slightly,
Just a little bit.
right?
I think it actually did change the coast of Japan.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
It moved it like 15 feet or something like that. I don't know which way, but it moved it
Sort
quite a
of.
bit.
Like I said, Earth.
Well, do you
does
know
not
how
give a shit
you know
about us.
how
Yeah.
those? That's a subduction zone, so that's a
So that actually like caves in.
no. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll do it on the camera here.
All right, yeah, that's good.
It's kind of stupid, but subduction zone. You got one plate overriding the other one. The other one goes down, and they get stuck like this. And all of a sudden, that tension builds up, and all of a sudden, go like that. That's what happens.
I see.
So
So,
instead of San Andreas goes like this, you got subduction right there.
so that's actually worse.
Yeah, because all that it just keeps on going because
Especially like the longer in between the earthquakes, like the more it just kind of like builds up.
it builds up. That's the same thing with San Andreas when it's going side by side like that. They get stuck too,
yeah.
sort of like this, and they get
That's
stuck, and all of a
builds
sudden,
up a lot
boom.
of tension.
Yeah. So that's what happens.
And that has
So-
been your main educational moment of
Yeah.
Spankwagon?
Yes, we actually learned
I'm
something.
also into geology too. So.
Yeah. So,
By the way, too bad. Murph wasn't on. Like, how's that mountain treating you?
yeah, no shit, right? So, in any case, this bit about Japan, I was actually kind of surprised when I saw it. This is from the BBC. Because when I saw
The cats
the
are
title-
having sex. What? I think they're just fighting earlier. By the way.
No, they're all females. None of them are lesbians. So it brought up a really good it kind of brought up a good question. And I'm just going to read the title here. Why do people tell sick jokes about tragedies? Okay, did anybody hear about Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah, he told a joke about Japan. He's no longer the parrot.
He's no longer the Affleck duck.
That's that
Affleck.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. And also,
Which I wasn't aware he was still doing.
yeah, dude, what do you think he has? He like
Anything
really had
else to do?
comedy because of that damn commercial, you know?
That's true.
Affleck. Yeah.
Good.
Anyway,
He was getting paid enough. Now he'd probably do some more shitty ass comedy.
Yeah.
he'll do Home Alone 14 or some shit, you know?
No, that wasn't
Yeah, it
Home Alone.
was.
That was Problem Child.
Oh, Problem Child. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's what
Okay.
it was in.
God, why do we? God, I haven't thought about it in years.
The only reason I know this is because this is my childhood. You should know better.
Yeah, I know. It's like kind of weird. Sorry. Just quick aside. I just saw that article here on the BBC. You can see what we were talking about earlier.
Meet the Chipmunks. Oh yeah, it's like the data pops.
80s game consoles and musical instruments. Anyway, sorry.
I didn't know they actually have a name for that. For anybody familiar with it, Data Pop was all this like kind of 8-bit music. Like the way I always say it is Scott Pilgrim soundtrack for the game. They actually have a name for it now. It's Chip Punk.
Chip Punk?
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
what
just
they
heard of it as Chip Tunes.
Yeah,
So, by the way, Anamanaguchi was actually there that night.
they were.
Yeah.
I don't think they didn't play those.
Yeah. It was just like the drummer, whatever, however that works. Anyway, but
8-bit drummer.
so, I'll just start on the article here. Sick jokes have a habit of springing up in the immediate aftermath of any catastrophe, and modern communications mean they are heard by more people and closer to the event than ever. Rapper 50 Cent and U.S. comedian Gilbert Gottfried faced an onslaught of criticism after joking on Twitter about the tsunami that has caused devastation in Japan. The hip-hop star was upfront about setting out to offend. Quote, "Some of my tweets are ignorant," he said. "I do it for shock value. Hate it or love it, I'm cool either way."
No, you're not. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
Who was it again?
50 Cent.
I'm surprised no one sees him and smacks him inside the head.
I mean, who the fuck says I'm doing this for shock value? It's
I mean, you either say...
I would do stuff for shock value, but I wouldn't fucking do it. Talk about that.
Don't
I mean,
call
they-
yourself out on that. It's,
Well,
You're not cool when you do that.
well, I was going to say,
that's
is,
the purpose.
yeah, because that level, that kind of comedy is, that's like,
It's supposed to be more subtle
it's
than
just
that.
like just below insult material, right? As far as how easy it is.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, why the fuck bother? I mean, if you consider yourself to be a decent comedian, Well, whatever.
Well, I only 50 Cent's approach to it, but let's talk about Gilbert Gottfried, because I think he's actually, I think he's defendable.
In what way?
Well, they were like saying in the title, like, why do people make sick jokes about recent tragedies? I mean, what other purpose is there than to sort of lighten the load?
Well, and that's actually one thing they brought up.
Soften the blow.
Well, that's one thing they actually brought up in the article here. Let me get to that here. Because there was actually a comedian by the name of Barry Cryer. Let me go. Sorry, I'm getting down to where his quote was. He says, "It's a natural reaction. It's entirely normal that people want to laugh at times of tragedy. And all that's new is that in the past you'd have to wait until you got to the pub to hear these jokes. Now they're on your phone as soon as disaster happens." And they actually have, no, that's my beer, thank you. I'm not even going to even pretend to pronounce her last name. Dr. Linda, we'll leave it at that. She says, "One of the reasons we laugh at tragedy is that it makes the enormity of the issue easier to deal with. But we do live in a society where tragedy has become something that we've become conditioned to laugh at."
I haven't laughed at it at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's...
I mean, come on, we just made like 5 Japan jokes while we were talking about
Yeah, but not about the disaster.
Not about the disaster, though. We're talking about
But also,
stuff,
it's
stuff
kind of
that.
like there's other reasons to give money besides what happened.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of like if you like anybody really needs extra incentive to do so, other than the fact of what the fuck happened.
Well, I mean, you guys, did I tell you guys about that? You know the meme where it's like the disapproving Asian father? Yeah. He said like,
"Son, I am disappointed."
Yeah, son, I am disappointed.
Yeah.
The day that happened, like immediately, I guess unfortunately they posted like 8.9. Why not 10? You know? No, I mean it's natural for that to happen.
Yeah,
I guess with anonymous, like since they are anonymous, they were able to make that joke.
well, yeah, and you know we know that laughter is a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
I mean I probably wouldn't go that route like these guys did, but even when you go to this extreme, is it actually better than hiding under the covers and crying for mommy?
Sure.
So which is it? Is it in that case? Is it okay to take that extreme view, even though you know you're going to offend people, or just shut down because you can't handle it?
I think there's a matter of taste. I mean, the 8.9 why not 10 joke, that's still kind of funny. I mean, it's not on its own.
It's not a fuck the Japanese joke.
Yeah, exactly. I think here's a litmus test. Something that is offensive today just because the tragedy, back then, the very day that it happened, versus in the future, like when they look back at it a year later, if it's still offensive a year later, then you can say like, yeah, this is an offensive joke. But if it's only offensive because the wound is fresh, then that's why people are making the joke.
Yeah, because they're just trying to salt the wound and all that.
Sorry to change the subject real quick. How long ago were we talking about chiptunes? How long ago were we talking about chiptunes?
Just a few minutes ago. What?
Okay. Because he's Toe's having problems with lag.
Oh, wow.
So.
Okay. In any case, okay, so if time is part of it, let's go some time back, 9/11.
Right. Again, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, he did make some material about it.
No, it wasn't just that. He actually saved this roast. It was like the Hugh Hefner roast. And
Okay.
Rob Schneider made a joke about it that I think is a timelessly offensive joke. Like, it was just bad taste, bad delivery, and you expect that from Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner's someone else. But yeah, no. Afterwards, like, just to like kind of alleviate the tension, Gil Gottfried went up and he told the aristocrats joke. And ever since then, the aristocrats joke gained fame, and that's why like most people know it today, because he brought it up then. And before that, it was just like this kind of in crowd thing.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the story for that. But yeah, that's another case in which you could very easily make an offensive joke about a recent tragedy.
Yeah, it's just I understand. It's probably a defense mechanism to help you cope.
Right.
But like I said, at what point is it actually the complete and utter opposite of, like I said, hiding under the covers and crying?
Well, I think making a bad offensive joke in response to a crisis is basically the same as seeing a car coming towards you, and so you jump out of the way and then you jump into another car.
Right.
So, I mean, you just have to know where you're jumping.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a complete analogy, but I think that's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So like I said, when I saw that, I was like, I could see why people would do it. I don't agree, but I can see why. So.
Yeah.
That's all I had about Japan because pretty much, let's face it, it's been covered hither, dither, and yon.
Right.
In various levels of aptitude, maybe.
And it's going to be covered for a long time, too.
Yeah,
so.
it probably will. We're going to continue hearing about this for quite some time.
Well, yeah, because
look
the
how long they
country
were
is
talking.
shits.
Because look how long they were talking about. Well, Haiti, it was last year. They were talking about it. The shit they're still talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's motherfucking Haiti. It's not Japan.
Yeah. So
close.
I mean, even though the death toll probably isn't going to reach nowhere near what it did in Haiti. I mean, still just what happened, especially.
It's really. I saw a picture of. Where was this? And it was. They had the walls for the tsunamis because they were prepared. Well, they were supposed to be prepared for it. And they had a wall of the buildings on one side, the protected side, and the buildings on the other side.
Flip to your camera. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get you a pad to hit button. Sorry.
But they had two sides of the wall.
Yeah.
One wall was, kind of damaged a little bit on the other side, probably from the earthquake.
Yeah.
The other side was just totally leveled.
Yeah.
Because they had a big concrete dike there. I don't know how tall it was, but
yeah, that much water coming at you that fast, you can, even with the computer models we have today, it's just a very well educated guess.
Yeah.
So that's our Japan coverage. How about we move a little further westward, the Middle East.
Middle East.
More specifically, Libya.
Libya.
Yeah, that's the UN has now.
Wait, that's all happened since our last episode.
Yes, it has.
it's been happening for a while, actually.
Yeah.
No, the whole Libya thing has been like 10 days now.
Oh.
Yeah.
From when they said, "Fuck you, Gaddafi," to say, "Fucking help us," and now the UN has said, "We will." So they now are allowing a no-fly zone over Libya, which probably makes the U.S. military say, "Hey, we can bomb other brown people." But at least in this case, I don't feel as bad, maybe compared to say Afghanistan or Iraq, because they're actually asking for help.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
I haven't
No, the rebels, they're like, "Fucking help us, please."
Oh, okay.
And, the UN, well, classic UN, they were fapping about, But no, finally today they said, "Sure, let's do it."
So it cost more billions of dollars to do this shit?
Well, like I said, at least people were asking.
Sure.
That's why I don't have as much of, the clenched asshole feeling that I did about Iraq,
Yeah.
So, but at least we're finally doing something. Yay. What?
Toe says nice foot.
Yes, thank you. Me and my bare feet. So.
It's hot in here, that's why.
Yeah.
It's warm.
That's the one thing I'm not looking forward to about Texas summer, man.
Yeah, especially since you guys have a lot of computers. Because that's actually nice.
Go in my room.
Free heating. Oh yeah, it's probably hot as hell there.
Oh, that iMac is like...
It's like a fucking space heater.
If I can turn it over, I could probably cook eggs on it.
Like I said, when you're bitching about the winter when it's too cold, I said to put it down your pants, but you didn't listen to me.
Sorry, my pants aren't that big.
Yes. Keep it nice and warm.
It still gets cold in there in the winter. I got all these computers running. I'm like, it's gonna get warm. Bullshit.
Oh, actually, man, I've actually got a lot. Do we want to go technology or
You just got, how long ago were we talking about chiptunes when I asked you that? Oh, that was
about
tough.
4 minutes ago.
Yeah. So
Thereabouts. I'm not keeping track of the clock really, so.
Must have a 4 minute.
There's about a 2-minute delay. I measured it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about 2
when we
minutes.
actually say stuff and when it goes online.
Yeah.
Should be I wish it was a little bit faster than that, though.
Dude, we're doing high def video for fuck's sake.
It's true.
Come on.
Give it a year.
Yeah.
I'll give it a year.
No, well, actually, now that we say that, I will go into tech.
Yeah, because
from a media point of view.
Yeah, we've been talking about world politics. So.
Yeah, which I actually have U.S. politics. We'll get into that later. So since we're doing high def video, obviously we're pushing a lot of bandwidth, which is why I have the highest package time warner has.
Well,
Otherwise,
for residential.
you'd be kind of fucked.
For residential, though. You don't have like the commercial shit.
Well, even commercial, unless we went fiber, we're pretty much hitting the same levels of bandwidth.
You know what I heard about the bandwidth is that they actually have to manually put it in there to where they lower your bandwidth.
Yeah, they do.
And so basically, by getting the full package, you're just getting what you should have already gotten.
Yeah, they do.
So that's kind of bullshit. What the hell, Time Warner?
Yeah, well, that's everybody though. I mean,
What
which
the
I can
hell,
understand. Yeah, which I can understand. But this is horseshit, and is probably part of the reason why now at this point I will never go with AT&T. AT&T is now putting a transfer cap on DSL and Uverse for their internet. DSL is going to go to 150 gigs a month, and Uverse is going to go to 250. Overage will be now. This part of
Is that upstream or is that
all together combined?
what the hell?
Okay, that's combined.
Oh,
Or at least I'm thinking it is. Nobody from the articles I've seen, they don't really say either way. Unless it's like Comcast where it's downstream. They don't differentiate here. But here's the one part I thought was actually kind of interesting. The overage charges is only is at 50 gigs and it's only $10, which I thought that's actually cheap for 50 gigs.
so if you go over that,
Yeah, if you go over like your 150 or your 250, it's
so they just still give you the speed. It's just you have to pay extra.
you're paying extra.
It's like
It's
going-
very much like a utility.
It's like
at that
going
point.
on 45 and paying the toll.
Well, it's kind of funny because they say, it's the top 2% of users that are using 20% of the bandwidth. That only to me, that's only part of it. And there's a reason why I say that. Because when Comcast first started doing it, it was when Netflix was really starting to take off for their streaming.
Right.
Same with Hulu. YouTube had been going on like gangbusters for a while there.
Yeah.
And the cable companies, which AT&T is with their Uverse system, are fucking scared
Because they're afraid they might get enough money for it.
from the cable. Because they're afraid people are going to cut the cable, no pun intended, and switch completely to internet-based services. So they want to make sure they still get their money.
I see.
So,
Well, I mean, that makes sense because I don't buy cable. I just
I use mine now and then. I should actually start using more and more since there's some shows I want to watch now. So
I don't use it at all. Like
Well,
everything I want to watch I get on Hulu. And if you're talking about local news, like all the local news is pretty much
it's already online. Yeah, exactly.
Not just that. Even if you wanted to watch that, it's like pretty homogenous. It's still the same as like except for like one or two stories. Like maybe where I live in the valley, where it's like right next to the border, and
Right.
there's actually like kind of shit going on. You might want cable for that. But again, like you said just now, you can get it online.
Yeah, I mean, like the only thing you can't really get online.
It's almost the same as landlines now. They
Yeah.
have it through cable.
Yeah. And the only thing you can't really get, and even then, this is starting to change, is live sports. We now have where Major League Baseball and the NHL, you can get live games online.
Oh yeah,
The Final Four, or
Actually-
the NCAA championship is online.
I was actually checking up on
By the way, Texas win. I didn't say.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, they're playing today.
I don't know.
No, but I was like watching a
not
Bears game or
Texas.
something, and then you go to ESPN, they show the field there and exactly
Yeah, but
what's
it's
going
not
on.
the actual game. But that's because the NFL are.
Oh, you actually talking about
controlling
watching
little-
the video from the
Yes,
actual game?
the actual
Oh,
game.
okay,
The
okay.
NFL is a bunch of controlling little bitches. Anyway, and the owners want way too much money. So, but that's like the only thing you can't get online is pretty much the NFL and some other sports.
Which
But
doesn't affect me.
yeah, but when they keep saying 2% of users take up 20%, what about the actual other 98? I want to see the plot
Yeah.
for what they actually use. How many grandmas do we have on the same services checking email and hitting up Facebook for the grandkids versus us motherfuckers that are doing this shit?
Yeah.
It's
Maybe we're in the top 2%.
oh, you bet your ass we are.
Well, that's greed again. There you go.
Well, yeah. So I don't entirely buy that argument.
Yeah, what this all sounds like is just another money grab.
Well, and on top of that, why aren't you investing in infrastructure? I know it's the U.S. and we're spread out to hither and yon, but come on, you're fucking AT&T.
They can afford it.
You know?
Yeah.
Why is this so hard?
Well, maybe the the higher ups want to buy yachts. I don't know.
They need 2 yachts.
2 yachts and a Learjet to land.
To fly to the docks to go.
To land on the boat.
Yeah. So, since we just got talking about
Actually,
Netflix,
it's 9:33. I'm gonna take a break.
take a quick break.
Yeah, take a
Oh,
quick
I
break.
didn't realize we went that long.
Yeah, that's what we get when we get rolling. That's how Speckwagon rolls. We talk about shit. We
And
drink
then
beer.
We lose track of time because
Yes.
of the beer and the talking of shit.
Talking of shit.
But at least it's smart shit, not dumb shit.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
No, I do the dumb shit. You do the smart shit. It's cool.
We all do the same thing. We
Yes.
do dumb shit, smart shit, in
Uh,
between shit.
Yeah. That shit, the real. Sorry.
Speaking
Anyway.
of cat
What?
shit, there's some over that.
Yeah, I know. Wano.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll take a quick break. You're watching Speckwagon on
Done.
Speckwagon. Done it.
Done it.
Drink bitches. All right, folks. You're back with Speckwagon at Speckwagon.
Done that.
Done it. Drink bitches. We're apparently getting complaints about lag in the chat.
Oh, hey, a stream just said it just went to break.
Oh Jesus, that's about 5 minutes. It's not for everybody counting. It's 9:40 local time here in Austin. Let us know. Say in the chat when you get the timestamp. So
Like, right as you're watching this, just say what's
yeah,
happening.
just say like fuck.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to it, so.
Yeah,
we'll see what
say fuck balls when you hear this.
Yeah, say fuck balls. Yes. Anyway,
Then we'll know what you're talking about.
so since we were just talking about Netflix earlier, well, they are now getting completely original content.
For Netflix?
Yes.
I know they're doing that for Hulu Plus.
Yes, but
And it looks terrible. What are they doing for Netflix?
they actually have a show called House of Cards.
Is it about poker?
No, I don't think so. They didn't actually say what the story's about, but it's coming in 2012,
Alright.
hopefully before the world ends. Has Kevin Spacey as the lead star in it.
Really?
Yes, they actually paid $100 million to outbid every other station or every other channel to get this show.
Wow.
So that, the fact that they spent that kind of money means they're serious.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's actually something I've really been hoping for. I know you mentioned Hulu, which I have no idea what the hell they're doing for original shit.
It's basically like some Squidbillies knockoff.
Oh, fuck that.
It's terrible.
But, that's one thing I've really been looking forward to.
Yeah.
The online media companies, including Apple, to do original material.
Right.
Because that once you start getting good original material on the internet,
It gives you a bunch of authority, like you can actually
like you
Make
might
a
start
difference.
getting somewhere to really make the cable companies scared. And then they'll drop our transfer caps to 20 gig, like Time Warner tried to do down in Beaumont. But I'm glad they started doing this.
yeah.
And I think I might have mentioned this on the show before, but previously, when some friends of mine and we were writing a TV show,
Oh yeah.
and I said if we cannot get on the likes of HBO or Showtime, because it was adult material,
Right.
I wanted to see about iTunes or YouTube. And in fact, a friend of ours, John E. Carson, not the Johnny Carson, but John E. Carson.
John E. Carson.
John E. Carson. He is actually working with some people to do a series on YouTube called The Unemployed.
Well, they already did that with I forget her name, but it's the one oh yeah, The Guild. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, yeah, but these are, but also The Guild is only like, 5-minute episodes?
It's true.
Well, think more longer episodes.
Right. So this might be good. I mean, these online TV companies might be able to foster like independence.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm looking for, because let's face it, most of TV now is shit.
Right, and most of the stuff you see on YouTube is
Is-
independent stuff.
Oh, or it's really shit.
Or it's really shit, but it's funny shit. It's like good shit. But
Or it's really bad if you see that Rebecca Black video. Oh, fuck.
yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that later. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
fill me in on that because I just heard this girl's got like a viral video, and I'm just like, okay, who the fuck is this?
I'll get that one since we're talking about what. I'll get to it at the end of the media piece.
But
But no,
this would be really good if they actually, put money towards,
and if it gets the ratings,
Right, and that's the thing. If it's on the internet, it's a lot easier to put out. I mean, you can do more
Mhm.
experimental things.
And especially at this point, how many people actually, have Netflix accounts?
Really?
Yeah, you get on fucking everything. I mean, it's gonna be on the 3DS for fuck's sake.
Really?
Yes.
Shit.
Hey, Spank Wagon in 3D.
It's on most of the consoles, isn't it? Oh god, Spank Wagon in 3D. Just blew my mind.
That's not what it did to me. Shit my pants. So while we're still on media online, Paramount.
We're past 5 minutes, by the way.
Are we?
No, yeah, we just got to. Alright, fuck. Anyway, so, and this is actually not the first time this has been done, but Paramount is actually going to release the movie on BitTorrent.
Really?
Mainly it's a straight to DVD release, but this is actually the first time Paramount has done a day and day release on BitTorrent.
Right.
So, let's see. Yeah, rather than a traditional theatrical release, the movie, which is set in abandoned real-life tunnels under Sydney, Australia, will make its debut online for free with BitTorrent. Simultaneously, it will be released on physical DVD. Which I have one question: what kind of quality will it be online?
That's true.
I mean, admittedly, you can do a lot of amazing things with MPEG-4. That's how we stream.
Mm-hmm.
But that's still. It's cool that they're doing this at. Fuck me. Click too far. It's cool that they're doing this, but I still kind of question: are they going to actually do it right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, obviously, since it's not a DVD release online, no extra features. Even though you really kind of have to be a movie buff to kind of really watch that stuff.
And you're not going to be a movie buff for a straight to DVD movie.
Unless you're into that sort of thing, which some people are. So
maybe you knew the people who are making it.
But, oh, hold on.
By the way, have they noticed it yet? Or?
Nope.
Ah, fucking A.
Wow.
I'll have to test later.
As you guys are watching this, it's probably like old news for you. So.
Yes. They're probably looking at the links before I say it. Damn.
They're still listening to music because they're turning on because the volume was up a little bit loud. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was cool that Paramount is doing it. I love this. I just see this ad on here. BitTorrent anonymously. Download your porn without anybody knowing, or your video games, or your software. Of course,
whatever.
Or else use that. Yeah, there we go. So, media or more media online. The New York Times is now wanting money to view their articles online, or while they're going to start March 20th.
Bye-bye.
They're saying for the online, or for NewYorkTimes.com plus the smartphone app, $15 every 4 weeks. The Times plus the tablet app.
They finally said it.
Fuck balls.
Fuck balls.
That was
7
Toe, though.
minutes.
That was Toe.
Anyway, New York Times plus the tablet, $20 every 4 weeks. All digital access, which is Times.com, the phone, and the tablet app. $35 every 4 weeks.
That's a little overpriced.
Now, I will admit, the Times has some really good writers.
Yeah.
They do. But in this day and age, when we have such, news aggregation sites,
yeah,
and blogs and everything else, and then people who can, even independent people who can report just as well.
Not necessarily. Was it? You heard this story about the Israeli porn star who got bit by a snake on the tip?
Yeah.
Somebody, basically one of those news outlets, one of those people said, "Oh, by the way, she died," and then everybody's like, "Really?" And he's like, "No, JK, LOL."
Yeah.
And that got passed along as real news.
Yeah, that's
The
like
snake-
one thing
the
you
snake died
do have to
from-
worry about,
Yeah.
but
It was actually kind of funny. They said the snake died from silicone poisoning. So.
yes, but still, I mean, at this point,
Actually paid?
what's that?
Oh, I was just asking Vert, how about you and the leg?
Oh,
And he's like, actually paid. And he's serious. What the hell?
actually paid. Wait a minute. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
You
Bert, what the fuck you talking about, white man?
It's okay to watch this.
If we did, then damn, where's my royalty check?
Yeah.
That way we can buy better cameras. Anyway.
Oh, he's talking about was it Ustream? And you have to pay for it.
Oh.
Oh, well, you can pay for it to get the ads off,
Yeah.
which is $10 a month. But to pay for us to stream in HD, we actually have to pay per viewer hours.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, fuck that shit in the ass. But no, honestly, in this day and age, even with it being the New York Times, honestly, are they actually going to get money out of it, or are people going to say, well, eat a dick?
Yeah,
And-
a lot of people are going to say it because it actually sounds like more than what you pay to actually buy the newspaper in person.
Yeah, I know. So it's kind of like when you've got places like Yahoo and Google and whatnot. Well, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the benefit of doing stuff online is not only the accessibility, but the fact that you can do it for cheap.
Well, and also when you got places like
Sorry, I had to do
the
that.
fuck was that about?
I had to do that.
For what?
We had Justin over here like slamming his head against the wall.
Dude, wait a minute. Okay.
Nate's being Nate. Virtual is being
Oh, he's
virtual.
me. Okay.
He's being a troll.
No, he's not being troll. He's just being.
Okay. Anyway, so but no, like a great example since we talk about smartphones. I have an application for NPR, the BBC, and then even though I haven't put it on my phone yet, there's an app for the great NPR station here in town, KUT.
Right.
Why the fuck would I need the Times?
Exactly.
I mean, those guys, I will give money. I will give money to NPR. I will give money to KUT. I will give money to PBS.
Sorry to break the conversation again. Vert Mark, how's that?
Yes.
9:51 our time. There you go.
If you see this, let us know.
Does that work? I hope so.
Apparently nobody was paying attention. But it's kind of like with all these other choices. Tell me what the incentive is?
Yeah, I don't have $35 worth of incentive.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather take that $35. One, give it to a place like KUT, and two, spend part of that gin on beer. Important things.
Important things. NPR and beer, right?
Oh, dude, you pay for porn? Fuck that.
I'd rather pay for porn than that.
Well, the porn I used to pay for is not actually porn. It's mostly just
That's like
girls just.
That's like Playboy with like less photoshopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you actually get those.
Yeah.
That's
you get
just actual
you get
nude
chicks with
modeling.
actual tits.
That's actually nude modeling. It just like photographer just tells you, okay, play like this or stand like this. Boop, click. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, God damn it, you got talking about porn. I got distracted.
It's a very wide subject.
Well, actually, since we're talking about the internet and porn,
Yes.
the day has finally come.
What's
No
that?
pun intended.
How many times has it stayed on?
And damn it, I didn't put it in my links. Bitch. I suck. Of course, actually, I did more than that. I linked Middle and Fondle as well. No. They have finally.
Sorry.
The people who decide, like the top level domains like .com.biz,
Oh, yeah.
have finally allowed .xxx.
How's that not a good idea? That way.
Well, and people.
It's easier to block that stuff if you're worried about your kids.
Yeah, exactly. But people are like, porn. Well, people are stupid about porn anyway.
Yeah.
Except for those who actually look at it.
Even then.
Yeah, but
I assure you, like.
like my people I know. All of a sudden, their computer dies.
yeah,
You don't know you don't know how to put a condom on your internet cable.
yeah. If it says bigtitties.ru, I probably wouldn't recommend it. I'll put it that way. But no, they now finally allow the .xxx domain.
Oh, by the way, I'm still waiting to hear you say Mark. You will.
Anyway,
You're gonna
so they're not actually selling the domain yet. I think they're going to wait like a couple months before they actually start letting people purchase it.
Right.
I got to thinking about something.
Spankwagon.xyz.
For a reason, because some fucking porno motherfucker, unless it's Mr. Joe Saunders, and we probably let him get away with it. Mr. Joe Saunders, sir. We probably let him do it.
Really cool and intelligent guy. Too.
Yes. And he has like some of the hottest chicks. Yeah. Anyway, You know, I still have yet to use those cards
What cards?
that I won from the cartoon quiz.
Okay.
I never did give to Biggles either. So anyway,
Oh, you got porno cards?
yeah.
Nice.
So anyway,
You use those during bowling.
no, because somebody else is going to say they're going to see that name and think they're going to buy the porno version.
How much is that going to cost, though?
That I haven't seen a price on it yet.
You better look it up. 'Cause
Yeah, I don't want any.
We're not really a porn thing anyway, so.
Well, yeah, that's why I think they need to make it funnier. It's like it points to us and people are going to be pissed. It's like, great, we won. We're like the best troll, we're like the
Troll.
original trolls. Yes.
I wouldn't consider us that low, but okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just kind of have a bar at the bottom of the screen where it has porn.
No.
And we get so many hits, man. We get so many people watching.
We get kicked off so many sites you wouldn't believe it.
Yeah. Just
but,
in our XXX.
Yeah. But anyway, going earlier, since you mentioned, or we were talking about the Rebecca Black bit.
Oh yeah, what was that? All?
Okay.
How we transitioned to that porno?
Female, I don't know. Which is funny because I saw the video. She's just personal opinion. Just like, whatever.
Well, she's 14.
She's
Who?
that young.
Who?
Rebecca Black.
Okay.
I
Okay.
have
Yeah.
no idea.
Recent
is.
internet sensation. He's
Like the last, I just heard about it earlier today, and I was like, okay, so
I've been actually using my computer for actual
for other
production
shit.
work.
No, this was just like a side thing from doing research. I was like, the fuck? I was like, oh Christ. Okay, so we know, and it's probably the fourth fucking time we've mentioned this bastard on this show. Okay, Justin Bieber started out as a YouTube sensation.
Yeah.
Okay. This chick is apparently trying to do the same thing, but somehow, and I would really love to know this, because damn, however this was done, this is fucking masterful work. She's worse. We're all familiar with
She actually has a deeper voice than Justin Bieber.
She probably does.
just a tad.
Just
But no, here's the thing.
I can't comprehend how someone's worse than Justin Bieber.
What's that?
I can't comprehend how someone's worse than Justin Bieber.
But, okay, so first off, we're all familiar with autotune, right? Her voice is auto-tuned to hell and back.
Oh.
It's even worse than T-Pain, okay? Kind of hearing her sing "I'm on a boat" might be funny.
Oh,
And I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Yeah.
Hopefully I do that
here soon.
Here
Yeah.
soon. Go on the boat.
Anyway, but no, I think it's actually because people are saying she's awful. It's like watching the biggest train wreck. That's not Charlie Sheen, and is only she seriously got I think it was over 2 million hits on this fucking piece of shit video in a few days. It's the song is shit. Just period. It's total pop radio crap.
Yeah.
And it's auto-tuned to all fucking get out. And it's what redeeming quality this? What the fuck?
Okay, they just got it. Almost 10 minutes.
No, 6.
6?
6 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
6 minutes. Okay.
So that's about right with what we had earlier. Anyway, so
By the way, sorry everybody for having 6 minutes.
Whatever.
yeah. Anyway, so I think it's just really the train wreck factor in this case.
Yeah, it's
Where Justin Bieber is just teenage girls.
Yeah.
Want them alone. This is just pure train wreck. That's the only thing.
What's that cheeseburger website where they got the two pictures of what looks like?
This looks like this.
Yeah, they had some chick on there. They actually had a train wreck.
Probably Courtney Love.
Courtney Love,
No,
Logan,
yeah.
Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears.
All four of them.
Damn, Bert's behind me even. Probably.
But no, it was just shit. I don't know.
So it's just completely gratuitous, no redeeming value.
No, not that I can pick up. But then again, I'm guessing I'm not the target audience for one.
Maybe.
So.
I don't know, just imagine there's actually a target audience that finds that entertaining.
Then they need to be hit over the head with a few Bob Dylan albums. The Who, Rolling Stones, the Beatles,
Just
Led Zeppelin. Good music.
Yes. Well, better than that.
Yeah. I don't think we'd have to go far. Debbie Gibson would be better than this bitch.
Justin Bieber's actually better in this case, so.
Wow, yeah, that's...
Just please, the lesser of two evils, at least go for Justin Bieber instead of this bitch.
Well, it was that bit from Lewis Black. It's like a big bowl of steaming shit looking at itself in the mirror. So anyway, okay, do we want more tech or do we actually want to do politics?
Let's go back to politics.
Okay, so, hold on. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so we've been discussing the public union clusterfuck in Wisconsin.
Oh.
How the bill went through and the Republicans were a bunch of sneaky motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And got it through. Judge orders temporary halt to collective bargaining law.
So what? I was paying.
A judge said, "Fuck you."
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yep.
Yeah.
That was where was that judge at though?
Wisconsin.
Oh.
It was a Dane County judge Friday ordered a temporary halt to Governor Scott Walker's controversial measure to curb collective bargaining for public employees, saying a legislative committee likely violated the state open meetings law when it rushed passage of the bill earlier this month. And this is actually what the Democrats said.
Yeah.
They said it because they just heard about like 30 minutes like on the radio before it happened.
Yeah.
There's no way in fuck you could get back there in time to vote.
Yeah.
But they supposedly the Republican says like, oh no, it's legal. No.
And here's the thing: the bill itself and the whole issue is just fucked. I mean, wages are set by the state, not even just the state, but at the federal level. All that stuff is already put in there. The only thing that they have bargaining rights for is hours, and this is just saying like they don't have to work 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
And to try and take that out, I mean, what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Well, and one thing Air Mattress and I had discussed, not only with this, but the cuts they're making or they're currently pondering in the state of Nevada, where good friends Trencher and Mikey and all them are.
Yeah, this big thing.
They're looking to cut $300 million out of the educational system, $92 million out of UNLV alone.
Even our friends that we talk to are really, they're kind of right wing, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
and they're teachers. They're public school teachers too.
Yeah. But no, I mean, what the comment that you and I had both have agreed upon was, are the Republicans trying to lose? What the fuck?
No, they're trying to win, man. If you get dumber people.
How?
No, if you make people dumber, then they'll vote for them.
Yeah. Well,
that's the only
I said this on. I posted a comment on a news site, and I said, right now, the Republicans are hitting their self-destruct button early for 2012.
I'm.
That's what I'm thinking right now because they're getting really, and they're not finding new jobs. No. They said, "Oh, we're gonna find these new jobs." Yeah, and there's still no jobs out there.
Well,
and they're cutting. They're cutting. How are you going to find new jobs when you're cutting all this shit?
Well, the thing was, people got so pissed because, and really just, Obama kind of oversold.
Yeah.
He really did because he was expecting companies to follow. Companies are like a big fuel tanker, which actually I stole that analogy from somebody, but fuck it, it's so apt.
Yeah.
They're very hard to turn. So, to realistically expect the economy to turn around in 2 years is fucking retarded.
No.
Yeah, I mean, he also kind of doubled down on that, but that's how he got elected, by doubling down on that.
But still, you don't, because people, well, this is true for a lot of people, they don't think, especially when it comes to politics, that they're just like, oh, Obama fucked up, we don't have jobs, oh, we're going to bring in people who have been known to
who gave us this shitty problem in the first place.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's...
Maybe they thought that it would be a new breed with the Tea Party, but, I mean...
Oh, God.
If that's your alternative, then, I mean, come on.
Well, even then, it's not like the Tea Party are even living up to their promises.
No, every Tea Party who got elected is now sucking Republican cock.
Yeah, exactly. So, if they're not taking it in the ass. It's like... there's so many jokes you can make about that, about Republicans and...
Teabaggers.
Well,
yeah.
They went from teabagging to sucking Republican.
Yeah, so...
It always goes back to
and
sexual
they
innuendo.
And they always want like, oh, homosexuality is bad. Hey, Ted, you want to come over later?
Ted, yeah.
To quote one of our favorite songwriters, Roy Zimmerman, Ted Haggard is completely heterosexual. Yeah. Glory, how he blew ya. Yeah. Which, by the way, RoyZimmerman.com. Yeah, seriously, great. One of the best political satirists I've heard in quite some time. But when he says one of his influences was Tom Lehrer, you have heard Tom Lehrer, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. If you didn't, I'd be like, leave!
Are we going to go to the bit that I was talking about the other time, before we actually did that?
Oh, the WikiLeaks piece.
No, well, we could talk about that too. I'm talking about the Time Magazine one. Singularity.
Oh, no, I'll get to that when we get back into technology.
Okay. By the way, we should take another break.
Here in a moment. Let me,
Let's go through one more thing.
Yeah, let's do one more. Do we want the poor to not have money, or do we want to not be able to discriminate against creationists?
What? Okay, how's this? Oh, what?
Do we want to talk about not letting the poor have money, or do we want to talk about not being able to discriminate against creationists?
It's a tough choice.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's a coin toss. Seriously.
Just because. Okay, I'll go with can't bash creationists because I'd rather the poor people have money.
And you?
I love science. I was going to go the other way.
Okay, so creationists.
Yeah, we'll go with that first. We can always talk about that later in the show too.
Okay. So. Texas bill would outlaw discrimination against creationists.
Of course they would.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna, this is Mother Jones, so it's a bit editorial, but I'm gonna read through it anyway because it actually contains a piece of the bill. Unlike many other states, Texas does not ban workplace discrimination based on gender identity, sexual orientation, or marital status. But don't be alarmed. The Lone Star State is working on the whole civil liberties thing.
So what, they're like, yeah, you can bash homosexuals and be racist if you want to, but leave the creationists alone, guys.
Last week, Republican State Representative Bill Zedler introduced HB 2454, a bill that would establish new workplace protections for proponents of intelligent design. Here is the key part. An institution of higher education may not discriminate or penalize in any manner, especially with regard to employment or academic support, a faculty member or student based on the faculty member's or student's conduct of research relating to the theory of intelligent design or other alternate theories of the origination and development of organisms.
Where's Ben Stein when you need him?
What's that?
Where's Ben Stein when you need him?
Yeah. Well, and here's the fun, I have no problem with the study of it.
Sure,
as long as it's not a science.
It is not a science.
Well, it can't be a science.
Yeah, but we've known in, with trying to update textbooks, update being a really loose term there.
When a biologist goes in there and sees dinosaurs with humans playing in a pool or a puddle or whatever the fuck.
They're hanging out with Adam and Eve, yeah.
It makes him weep.
If there's actually kind of proof like that, if they're actually, like, fucking brontosauri and, humans being chum-chum, yeah, then okay, it has a plausibility. As of now, it doesn't.
Yeah, so far the math does not add up.
And even then, there isn't any way to get proof on it. It's like string theory. That's my own thing with string theory. But no, there's like no proof for it.
Yeah.
There's no way of saying.
Did I tell you what happened when I was in what's that Bible studies? Awanas. When I was.
Flip your camera, David.
Yeah.
But I was in something called Awana, some Indian into Christianity, which was weird. But and we're somehow
it's like
this is when I was like in 9th grade. I was kind of into dinosaurs because
it's dinosaurs.
It's dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Everybody's into dinosaurs when they're little kids, especially boys.
Yeah, especially Jurassic Park. Hey, that made
this is before
Jurassic
Park.
Jurassic Park.
This is like 1991.
Okay.
So, and I was in this church and I was talking to this this really religious guy. I would say consider him a preacher or whatever. And we're talking about dinosaurs and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, I was talking about their teeth and how they, how they chewed meat. He's like, no, they didn't chew meat. They're vegetarians, and they, they was talking about humans walking with them. It's like, oh man, you're so wrong.
Yeah.
He just made you want to say, "Oh Christ!"
Like even at 9 years old, you realize.
I was like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Well, and
I try to give the benefit of doubt, but after, a few more years is like, no.
Well, so going.
Why would somebody like meat eaters have sharp teeth like that?
Yeah.
And with humans around, it's like lions. You don't want to put you don't want to put a wild animal with a human. You see what happens. Like it's like putting a grizzly with a wild grizzly with a person. What's going to happen?
Person's gonna get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on who the person is. I actually heard a story about a guy who beat the shit out of a grizzly bear, and he was like 90 years old.
Well,
that's an exceptional person.
That must have been either that or it was the most retarded bear in history.
Yeah.
It was just the exception.
No, it's the same thing with lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Yeah.
But you see all these videos on YouTube and you see on the news of it's
People
the trainer,
and
people
and shit.
and the same thing with people bring tigers home with them somehow.
Right. So even at that age, you recognize just how ridiculous that guy's.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing with dinosaurs. There were wild animals back then, and
And
it's
of course, there's also this huge disparaging time period where dinosaurs were extinct, and then humans came along fucking years later, millennia later.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like that whole Bill Hicks bit. Go to the gates of heaven. It's like, did you believe in dinosaurs? Yeah, there were fossils everywhere. Ah! You moron! God was fucking with you. One of the best Bill Hicks bits ever. But anyway, I have no problem with a study as long as it's not science. Even my mother.
By the way, Toe says, "Damn, 1981, old mofo." I said 1991.
Yeah. Hey, he's like closer now.
Yeah, he's getting closer. Yeah, you're getting closer.
So
anyway, you said that like a minute ago. Should we say fuck balls again? Say fuck balls when you say
fuck balls.
Fuck balls.
Fuck balls. Okay, go.
Anyway, but you know how my mother's a Christian.
Yes, she is.
And she still even believes this should not be a science.
Well,
it's totally anecdotal evidence, but
she's one. She at least
here's the thing. She at least thinks about it.
Your mother seems relatively reasonable because my parents would probably say no, it should be a science because I watch Fox News.
Watch what?
Fox News.
Well,
and because Ben Stein's on there.
Ben Stein, he had like the best game show ever, and then he just completely fell from grace in my eyes.
Yeah.
So, did we get a fuck balls yet?
No, we're waiting. We just did it.
So it
was 10-11 when we did.
Yeah, but just.
No, his mother's pretty reasonable. She's we can't cuss. I've done that before, and I was wasn't really religious,
right.
But.
And now you say fuck like it's a comma.
No, but let's say you say Jesus Christ, and that's the Lord's name, whatever. Where the hell it is.
Well, if he actually exists.
But, if he actually exists. But I was still involved with science and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You still have people like that still believe in science, but yet they're religious. It's kind of weird how those people do it. So.
Yeah. So let's.
By the way, I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
Just in case you didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah. But
there's reasons why I became
we're
atheist.
We're a bunch of godless fucking heathens up in this bitch.
To be honest, it never stuck with me.
Oh fuck! Fuck balls again. Yeah, he's getting close.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
so it makes us feel better. So it's all Vert's fault. Anyway.
It's all and he's running on a phone. Toe's running on a phone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's
great. You're back. Anyway, let's do this next story. Then, because I need a fresh beer. That would actually last.
I gotta go pee.
Yeah. So let me do this real quick, because this will make you want shit too.
I'll make it better.
St. Paul, Minnesota. Minnesota Republicans are pushing legislation that would make it a crime for people on public assistance to have more than $20 in cash in their pockets any given month. This represents a change from the initial proposal, which banned them from having any money at all.
Okay, I didn't hear it. I was chatting. Sorry. We had to repeat it. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the chat. Which
What?
Is good. Sorry.
How could you not hear
No, I was actually trying to pay attention to what Toe's doing.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm repeating.
I heard something about Minnesota.
Alright, just
Don't bother yourself there,
because
yes.
you might piss yourself laughing.
Yes. Minnesota Republicans are pushing legislation that would make it a crime for people on public assistance to have more than $20 in cash in their pockets any given month. This represents a change from the initial proposal, which banned them from having any money at all.
Yes, that was him banging his head against the wall. Again,
You gotta remember to flip to your camera.
Yeah. Do it again for the camera.
Well, can they see me when I do it?
Yeah. We're gonna have to
Dumbasses!
Yeah.
That's pretty loud.
I probably woke up the neighbors.
What? Okay, so basically they're like,
Oh, by the way, he's leeching his neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Sweet. About time.
so no, this is obviously some kind of weird paranoia that they're gonna spend all the money on drugs.
On March 15th, Angel Buckner of the Welfare Rights Committee testified in front of the House Health and Human Services Reform Committee.
Did I hear that name right?
I don't really give a shit. Some crazy bitch. On House Buckner told committee members, "We would like to address the provision that makes it illegal for MFIP families to withdraw cash from the cash portion of the MFIP grant." And in fact,
Are these people
appears to be-
working? By the, are they talking about people actually working too?
Oh no, okay, sorry, this isn't crazy bitch, this is actually same bitch. How do you expect people to take care of business like paying bills such as lights, gas, water, trash, and phone? Reasonable argument.
Mhm.
House File 171 make it so that families on assistance and disabled single adults on general assistance in Minnesota Supplemental Act cannot have their cash grants in cash or put into a checking account. Rather, they can only use a state-issued debit card at special terminals in certain businesses that are set up to accept the card. The bill also calls for unconditional residency requirements, not allowing the debit card to be used across state lines.
Wow.
Other
You know what that
provisions-
sounds like? That sounds like socialism almost. Like pure
Isn't
socialism.
that surprising?
Yeah, that's so weird. That coming from them, and I'm
Yeah.
considered a socialist, right?
Yeah. Well,
What the hell?
Don't
That's
call it socialism. Socialism's evil, guys. Come on.
yeah.
Uh,
Yes, I'm a socialist too, by the way.
Well,
same person.
To be honest, all of us are. Our
Yeah.
economy can't be held up by itself. There's
No,
no way
exactly.
to have like a pure capitalism. Like it's basically socialism, but you know, socialism.
It's a mixed
is bad.
economy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good thing
very
to
much
have mixed economy.
Same person says, "We'll leave you with this. It is not right to punish a whole group because the supposed actions of a few. You in this room could have a pretty rough time if that was the case. It is not right to stigmatize and dehumanize women living the hard life of trying to raise children while living 60% below the poverty level. It is not right to use racist bumper sticker hate to inflict human misery for political gain."
And guess how many of those people are probably unemployed that just got laid off?
Yeah.
They ran out of their money, and they still can't find a fucking job.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, Republicans hate the poor and women. I mean,
Well, they hate everybody that's not rich and white.
pretty much, yeah. Which is why I hate rich white people. Except for the people who actually give their money.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett, Bill
Trying to make up
Gates.
for all the favoritism that they get from Republicans. It's just like, you know what? If you want to give this much love to them, if you want to suck their dick and give them all these just, you know, unequal rights, all these unequal like money going to you guys when you already have all of it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of things coming.
Well, you know, it's this is like just the extreme of fuck you got mine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wow, that
Makes
was
me
kind of a
sick.
downer to go to break to now, wasn't it?
We'll be much cheerier when we come back.
I hope.
I always love this kind of talk, though. It makes
Yeah.
an interesting conversation.
Well, hey, it's Spankwagon. Dumb name, smart show.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're watching Spankwagon.
.net.
Dumb it!
Drink bitches.
Can I
Refill,
get-
bitches.
Oh, fuck. I need sliders, damn it.
All right, we're back with the Spankwagon.
Spank vodka.
Spankwagon.net.
.net.
Take a see bitches.
Why are we
Oh,
drinking?
shit. I forgot to
Oh yeah,
grab
because
beer.
Sherman's drinking beer. I guess.
Yeah.
I forgot to grab one of the beers he said I could grab.
Hmm?
Well, you said I could have one of your beers earlier.
He didn't bring it.
Oh.
Grab one in. Dude,
Okay.
go do it now. Just walk behind the cameras. So.
Yeah.
So
I'll
anyway,
grab this.
all right. So
Got Justin back there drinking before he's
yeah,
like a boss.
drinking 40.
Birdie!
Bernie. I have no idea who that is.
When I was flipping them off, it's like
Oh.
a 1 minute delay. So
Anyway, so this is we decided to go with something maybe a little more not as serious. This is how the fucking
We got a little serious.
yeah. This is
Oops,
how
I forgot
the,
to turn on the mics down a little bit for a break. Oh well. I don't care.
so this is from the fucking stupid category.
Alright.
Uh,
Actually say fucking stupid on there.
yes, 'cause that's what. This is from the Consumerist, which lately their writing's gotten kind of a little odd for me, but a little too heavy-handed. But oh well.
Go
Yeah,
looking
just
for
this
Apple.
title.
Even celebrities get crappy service at Best Buy.
Oh my god.
Does this
Crappy
surprise
service
me?
at Best Buy?
Who knew?
I don't think
no,
it
no
matters.
offense to Kevin, but
I don't think
I
it's.
didn't think he worked at Best Buy anymore.
I think he does.
Oh, because I knew he worked like a couple nights at the arcade, but.
Work at Fry's.
Yeah, probably.
Well, like I said, my description for Best Buy, it's the demo floor for Newegg.com.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Or Fry's, actually. I'll get this cheaper at Fry's.
So we don't. 2 terabyte hard drive, $69. Woot!
Fry's is like our toy store. It's like
yes.
you walk in and
it's
see all the computer equipment and stuff. It's like,
yeah, I do get a little chubby every time I walk into Fry's.
Yeah, how can you not? I mean, as a male, I mean, seriously.
Oh, by the way, I should probably mention it's not stuttering anymore. Stream is reasonably smooth. That's by Toe.
Sweet. Okay.
Tell your neighbors to stop downloading porn when you're trying to listen to watch the show. They're probably done by now.
Spankwagon
and wiping themselves.
Spankwagon is actually more important than porn. Yes, I will say that.
Even
My balls are big enough to say that Spankwagon is more important than porn.
No, Murph's.
Not as important as sex.
No, Murph's balls are big enough though. Okay, never mind. Too much. Sorry.
So, anyway, here's a familiar story to readers of Consumerist. Customer goes into a Best Buy to make a purchase. Best Buy staffer gives customer incorrect information. Frustrated by the situation, customer writes about it online. Of course, when the customer is a big-time pop star, Kelly Clarkson, Best Buy actually
who the hell is that?
No, I know who that is, but she's
I know who that is, but if she walked in, I don't know what the hell she looks like.
Here's the thing. This was an interesting bit.
She looks pretty normal.
On Tuesday, the original American Idol champ posted the following on her Facebook page. So I'm in Best Buy, literally trying to buy iPod shuffles for orphans, and they won't sell them to me because they're saving them for other customers.
Why would you go to Best Buy? Go to fucking Apple and actually put a request. You're Kelly Clarkson. They should know who you are.
Yeah.
You got iTunes
maybe
on
the Best
there.
Buy was closer to her place. I don't know.
If they knew, but hell, if they knew that it was a donation, then it'd be tax deductible. They'd totally pay for it.
But still.
Yeah, well, hold on. So, thank you, Best Buy, for all of your help, but they wouldn't let my friend buy the rest either. Haha. What the hell is wrong with y'all? And she does say,
what the hell's wrong with her?
Well, she was later able to purchase the iPod shuffles she needed at a Best Buy across town, where no one tried to enforce the company's non-existent limit on the number of shuffles a customer can buy.
It was fired later that day.
Well, okay. When the folks at Best Buy got word of Clarkson's Facebook post, they publicly apologized to the singer. Quote, we spoke to the
management. They fired him too.
We spoke to the management and they'd like to apologize for this experience. Their intention was not to upset you. According to TMZ, Best Buy also made a donation to the singer's charity.
Oh.
So at least, it's really funny. It's like,
and there's one other person that's on the line. Well, 2 people.
Why the fuck is there a limit on, if they were like a loss leader, maybe?
If it was something that was actually in high demand.
Well, not only high demand, but loss leaders.
What's loss leader?
Where they're selling it under cost just to get people in the door.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the reason why Fry's can sell $69 2 terabyte hard drives.
Sweet.
If they were doing that, yeah, I can kind of understand, but seriously, this is stupid. So,
by the way, if you guys ever get who's ever listening or watching, whatever, has, live in kind of big town. I don't know if they have to live in a big town, but if you get a Fry's there, definitely go there. Because you'd be like, I don't have in Vegas.
Our unofficial endorsement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. You can buy. Actually, I almost bought. I was looking at all the computer hardware I wanted to get, except for the motherboard that I didn't have.
I remember a while back
they had everything there. They even have the 6-core processor there I want to get.
And at one point, they were actually selling Cup of Noodle.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, it was funny.
First they sell Cup of Noodle, then they actually sell apartments.
Yes.
Just sold it Fry's.
Okay, so another out of the fucking stupid category. Grand Rapids man charged with polygamy after first wife saw his wedding photo on Facebook. Oh, Jesus, that went fast.
Got a mess in the scroll bar.
Yeah.
Well, this guy looks kind of...
When Richard Leon Barton Jr., 34, got married to a Grand Rapids woman last July, police say there was a big problem. His first wife, living in Rhode Island. Barton failed to divorce his current wife, according to State Police Detective Sergeant Denise Bentley. The Rhode Island woman thought something seemed odd when her husband, whom she married in 2004, after the two had met a year earlier online, befriended her on Facebook. The Rhode Island woman contacted state police and told them that one day in 2004, Barton did not return home from work, and it turned out he had been arrested. Barton was convicted of home invasion in 2000 and uttering and publishing. What?
What?
I have no idea. He did time in prison and was released, but fled to Rhode Island, violating his parole.
So not only did he get caught on polygamy, but he also got caught on the parole violation.
Police say the Rhode Island wife said she and Barton discussed divorce, but it never happened. The New England woman did some investigating online and told police she found her husband's happy wedding photos with the Grand Rapids woman on the pages of Barton's friends and family. And that's why I keep certain shit offline.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
Vert's bitching about the volume on the break, and
Fuck!
and Toe, that's on the break.
That's
Because Toe was like, "Hey Vert, have you got the birdie yet?" And I responded, "Hey, do you want one, Vert? I can give one to
we
you."
can do another one very easily.
Okay, here's your mark.
Okay, so let's do last bits about technology. There was actually a fairly long one, which I'll leave till last. Actually, that was the part about the triple X domains.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, let me see real quick if they say how much it was.
For our own interests.
Sorry.
Not saying any numbers.
No, neither am I. No, it doesn't say.
No, well, I guess it's yet to be determined.
Yeah, most likely. Probably if it's anything like .biz, it's probably like $50 a year.
Yeah.
And it's less if you pay for more years.
I would expect as easy as it is to make money and as profitable as it is to make porn, it's really easy.
Yeah.
It's probably
just gotta have the right chick and the right drinks. So.
We know somebody who's let's just say a one-man show.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa.
So.
We talked about this.
Yeah. Anyway. So this part I thought was funny. Are either one of you familiar with Secure ID? Okay, have you ever seen those little key fobs that they have that generate the random numbers?
Oh, I am very, very, very familiar
World
with
of
this.
Warcraft,
Exactly,
right?
yes. World of Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't know if they use this.
They call them
Yes. Our good friend Phyllis is familiar with them too. So one of the big companies behind them, RSA.
Sorry, my can is singing right now.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a little plastic ball inside there. But
Yeah, it's nitrogen. Yes.
Yes. Nitrogen.
So anyway, the company who's behind Secure ID, RSA, they got hacked. What? Somebody right now they're thinking it might be a group out of China, actually broke into their systems and stole information about Secure ID.
That's kind of a misnomer now, isn't it?
Yes. They are.
I'm saying this is sweet.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Young's Double Chocolate Stout, first one too.
Display.
Mine is Moose Drool Ale from Montana. Really tasty beverage.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't taste like Moose Drool.
Nope.
Or if it does, then I kind of like Moose
I
Drool.
would
Yeah.
like to visit Montana.
Yeah.
You know where that's from, right?
I'd like to visit Montana.
The Hunt for October.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Sam Neill's character.
Oh, yeah.
So I love that movie. Okay.
The exact risk to customers isn't clear, but there does appear to be some risk that the assurance of your two-factor authentication has been reduced. RSA states are communicating directly with customers with hardening advice. We suspect those details are likely to leak or become public, considering how many people use Secure ID. I can also pretty much guarantee the U.S. government is involved at this point.
Yeah.
Yes, they do use Secure ID in some groups. Wow, that's worse than HB Gary. I swear to God.
No, I mean, like, just alone the people that use it in WoW. I mean, in WoW, they actually have this deal where if you buy an authenticator, they give you an in-game pet. Which means that, like, probably, like, at least half the people do that. And WoW is, like, a huge game.
Hey, we should,
a bunch of people affected by this.
We should talk to our friend that works at you know what,
Yeah.
and ask her what the hell's going on there.
Get an inside scoop.
Maybe, who knows? Well, no, she's under NDA, so I don't know how much she could say. But I thought I was like, oh fuck, seriously? Like when fucking RSA gets hacked. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot Bravo, come on.
Yeah, no, nothing to say about that, man.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like fundamentally just like sex.
Well, you know, and one thing I always say is never underestimate the determination of a small group of individuals when any big company says, oh, we can't be hacked. Like when Sony now upgraded the firmware to defeat GeoHot's
right.
firmware hack, somebody has now supposedly beaten 3.6.
Oh, there's no way around that. Somebody comes up
Oh,
with new way around that. New way of counteracting the hacks. Somebody's going to come up with something.
Okay, here's another thing. Nintendo said the 3DS, they said there was security on it.
Oh,
now
bullshit. That'd be
flashcards,
hacked.
that got beaten one fucking day. Never say this. Shut the fuck up about your security. Security by obfuscation.
Yes.
And then, people are going to play with it, but they won't have any clues.
They don't have the motivation.
Well, some groups will, but it's going to be reduced.
Yeah, I mean that's the way hackers think. I mean they want a challenge. So if you challenge them, well, paint a fucking target on your back.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I love it when I love it when shit like that happens. It's like fucked up.
Yeah,
I love that. It's like the best. Think of the TV show of hackers. He's
mean,
going after all these targets. I would fucking watch that shit more than football. He has a sad.
No, you have this like multi-million-dollar company which is getting beaten by people in their fucking basements. You know.
Exactly.
Fucking Mickeys.
Yeah. Hey, it's
Be right back, guys.
so actually, just
zero
cross
right
behind
behind
that. I never wrong one.
Whatever. Unprofessional is.
Yeah.
That's a motto.
Fucker. So this was actually an article that Air Mattress and I had a discussion about.
We actually had a long discussion on that.
Oh, you mean like the singularity?
Yeah, the singularity movement.
Yeah.
Which, for people who don't know what it is, it's the point in time where technology and AIs actually go beyond what human abilities can.
Right.
And also with that.
Or humans come a part of it too.
Yes.
So.
Well,
Yeah,
that was the part.
That's what I'm interested
Yeah.
Yeah, the singularity is actually when humans become subsumed.
Where we become cyber organisms, as they put in this article.
The Borg. The Borg.
Yeah. I actually need to put a link to this somewhere on this bandwagon so people can read it.
Yeah.
But we had a long discussion about how obviously humanity would have to change. There's just no way it's
Well, we're
not
going
going
to
to
change it right now.
Yeah, I mean we're going through just with the technology we have at the moment.
It's not really physical. Oh, what is physical? But we really haven't merged into what that is now.
Well, the point I brought up was, so say we're online beings,
We get hacked.
Jesus.
which I mean
Bert,
we are.
you gotta do something with your internet connection.
Stop
because-
downloading porn.
God, that's like
But anyway,
about 10 minutes.
Anyway, so my bit was, so if we're online beings, even more so than we are now,
Yeah.
that, according to the singularity movement, live forever. To me, that almost destroys like the concept of government politics, right there.
How's that?
Just because how can you actually rule a group of immortals?
Inside
the
a
same
computer.
way.
Well,
Can that actually? But if you're immortal, can that actually be done? Because if you're immortal, then all possible.
Just
To
because
me, all possible.
No, it is.
no, just because you're immortal doesn't mean you can't be contained.
No.
I debate that.
Watch Star Trek. If you watch Star Trek, the Q Continuum, or in an order society, if something goes wrong on their part, they're not banished, but they're
Their powers are stripped or whatever.
yeah. Well, the powers are stripped, but they're they go like to record
Yeah, but
or
that's
whatever.
but that's also a power in a
See,
how can I put in a human world. We're talking about online.
we're still
No, but it's the same. It's almost the same thing if you think about it. If you're mortal inside a computer, it's almost the same thing. You're in a virtual world, but you're not in the real world.
Yeah, it's funny this way. You can't just say that someone's immortal. You can say that their entire consciousness is stored and can operate
Yeah.
in a computer. But that doesn't mean like computer can't get shut down, or you can't basically have all your RAM taken up to where you can't do anything.
Well,
you can still kill people.
Yeah, you can still kill people. Delete
Well,
them.
with that, I mean, one thing we know, obviously, the internet never forgets. So unless they put some severe limitations on these networks at this time, which they're saying is 2045, which I kind of think is kind of
Too early.
I honestly think it's a little too early, just due to storage mediums.
Yeah.
Not processing power, storage medium.
Well, I mean, there's quantum computing.
Possibly, maybe. But anyway.
Well, yeah, if you think about it, quantum computing would be probably, it'll be like the 1990s.
Yeah.
So
in any
and
case,
look how fast we went from that.
Yeah, like
So-
the technology. I mean, Moore's law still kind of holds true,
Mhm.
but even then, we're really starting to hit that exponential ramp.
Right.
So in any case, so unless there's like some really severe restrictions, like I said, as we can see, the internet never forgets. So if replication is possible, how can you die? You might have beta versions of yourself. You might be Google.
So basically, what you're saying. If we existed on the
Sorry, I broke your mattress. This is what I do every so often. I just say something.
Google.
I just say something
shit.
like that, and that's what he does.
So basically, what you're saying, my idea of death on the internet just means that there's still another version of you stored somewhere,
Yeah.
and you just revert to that. So basically, death is not loss of basically potential; it's loss of recent information.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just reverting to an older copy.
So
That's
basically,
mostly a copy of yourself, though.
I'm rsync.
It's not
Yeah,
the
I
original
will
you.
rsync myself all across the internet.
It's not the original you.
yeah. So it's basically
You're
like
mostly
it's
copy
like-
and pasting. You're mostly copying and pasting. You're not cutting and pasting.
Well, and that's what that would be an interesting part. It's like, well, would at that point would the technology be powerful enough to? Do you actually have to have a slightly older backup, or could you seriously copy and paste yourself to where you're maybe like a nanosecond behind?
Maybe. I don't know.
Now, admittedly, in this type of technology, a nanosecond could be seriously could be a week, but that's hard to say because obviously we're
Oh.
not there yet.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, we're talking about.
the logistics behind it
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we're just talking about the farther future. The thing is, how do you implement, like we were saying in that conversation, analog to digital? Because our brains are analog,
Well, that's part of the reason why I mentioned storage.
and you still be yourself when you.
Yeah, well, that's
go
why I
digital.
specifically mentioned storage, because computing power, we already know right now it's going to be fast enough at that time.
Yeah.
But they say the human brain takes up a petabyte of information for
Right.
one person. So until you mentioned quantum computing, if we did it with current recording methods, it probably wouldn't get there at 2045. That's why I said it's probably a little too early.
Actually, I think quantum computing is actually closer to analog than it is to
It probably is. That's probably the direction. we have to
Our
go.
what?
Quantum computing is closer to analog.
Yeah.
Because
So-
you're dealing with like complex functions
Yeah.
instead of bits.
Yeah.
So you're actually doing operations on these.
That's where you store information on atoms, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you actually go to basically a scale in which the laws of physics kind of change. So
You go. Is it smaller than an atom? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you store information like nucleus or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I haven't really
you have
looked
like
into
quarks and
it.
so on that go down.
Yeah.
I think there are smaller components than quarks, but again, this is also kind of just because you're.
That's a lot of data.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you
you're
store
also,
on that.
You don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on the underlying components.
Mhm.
So you might have you might have a lot of you might have corruption.
Yeah.
Well, see, like one thing I mentioned was, for the first people that join in on this, that go through the conversion,
they're actually-
that is going to be the most extreme version of post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, not to mention that they are actually legitimately at risk of losing their consciousness.
Yeah.
So
I will say,
they're at
I will
risk of
say,
dying.
which I will say at that point because I will be my 60s, well, almost 70 during that time. If they are there, I will fucking sign up.
Yeah.
Just so fucking specwagon.net can live through the internet forever.
Ah, screw that. I'll make my own world. What are you talking about?
Whatever, Flynn. But I thought this was interesting.
Hey,
and they actually,
sci-fi always, mostly times comes true. So there you go.
Life imitates art. Yeah, we know this. too bad it takes a dumb art too. I actually would. They actually have talks and stuff about this, and I actually would not mind going.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting thing for us to cover, actually.
Yeah. We need to find out. Like, when do they have one around here? Because I mean, it's Austin, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, there's like I don't know, some collective consciousness group here that does it. I'm sure they have this.
There's got to be, yeah. Let's just go travel around the campus and find somebody.
I can probably ask around.
Yeah.
Probably have some information.
I would actually be interested to cover that.
Well,
Yeah,
what I was thinking too is, okay, let's say in another 100 years we're living in a virtual world. Who's going to take care of the real world too? I mean, you have to take care of the real world, to take care of the virtual
They would
world.
probably have to. Probably you'd have. Well, here's the thing. That's of the assumption that we're all only existing in a virtual world.
Yeah,
You can-
So we can be half and half.
Let's
Let's say we have to do daily maintenance or whatever.
Are you familiar with the role-playing game Shadowrun?
No, I'm not.
It's pretty much that. Okay, you get it. So it's pretty much where you live in the real world, but you can just connect to the virtual world at different times.
Yeah.
So there's magic. What?
Oh, I was like, I see how far along Toe was keeping up with us. And he's actually keeping up with us pretty good.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you're doing great. So do you have anything to say? He's like, Shrug, I'm working on my C++ homework as I'm watching this, so my analog brain is a little bit, preoccupied.
There we go. But no, that's of these, of the assumption that we're only living in a virtual world.
Yeah.
What about the possibility of living in both at the same
by the way,
time?
sorry.
Yeah.
And I told Nate's not keeping up because it's impossible for my internet to connect to delay packets for 10 minutes. Well,
Change your route.
Toe's not having any problem.
Anyway, and unfortunately we don't have any other viewers, so we can't ask them.
Yeah.
Damn it all. Tell your friends, please, to watch the show. Because we're lonely. But, and actually that would be an interesting part. Living in both at the same time. Like the one thing you always hear about, augmented reality.
Yeah.
Which is, very interesting to me, even though I have yet to really play with it.
Well, it's basically just like you get you have like a little lens or a little screen that you can look through where it shows what you're actually looking at, but it just like posts.
Yeah, you have like augmented data.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's just
like
another input device on your eye. That's about it.
Pretty much, yeah. But it pulls in the information from multiple sources.
Put your smartphone right here, and it'll take a picture. Like
Yeah.
it'll take camera
Oh,
video.
okay,
And
that's-
it'll add
You don't
on
even.
top.
It just does it automatically.
I don't see that too far in the near future to come out
You know,
with another piece of hardware.
That's happening right
Yeah.
What's
On your
that?
smartphones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's happening right
Yeah.
now.
So.
I remember showing you this, and it was, you remember from the Discovery Channel, a show called Beyond 2000.
Oh yeah, I remember that show. Yeah.
And they're showing how mobile computing will change the world and how different it is compared to now than it is from the early 90s.
Yeah.
Because they had so much shit. They had the computer on a backpack, a full backpack, like bigger than a laptop.
Yes, it was.
Then they had the keyboard right here, like a holster kind of thing. You type. They had the display like right here. It's like. Then we have phones like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have.
It's like
it's really kind of
which
funny.
is.
It went in a direction that at the time they had some idea of, but just like with the technology curve speeding up,
Yeah.
it went in a completely different direction.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have wearable computers because they're not really necessary.
Yeah, it's not even.
Now that may change, but at this moment, we can do a lot with a fucking phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though we barely
I
make
can't-
calls on the damn things,
Yeah,
but
I can't because I don't have service on mine.
I
I do have wireless though.
Yeah, I mean, I use mine more for like Facebook and texting and stuff like that. The only one I call is my mother.
It's like, are you coming this weekend? No.
Yes. Bring stuff to fix the computers. Shit. And do you know how to fix phone lines? Damn it all. Anyway.
Phone lines? Really?
Yeah, we think it's disconnected in the box, so I gotta go check it. But I know how to fix that stuff, so.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the weird stuff I remember. So. Anyway.
I still wish I had their house.
Yeah.
The house that ooh.
Wait a minute, which? The one in my old place?
No, I wish they. the house they have
Oh,
now.
that house, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, we had a long discussion about this. I want to make sure to bring it up
Yeah, yeah.
because we're all a bunch of smart motherfuckers and we love tech. So
No, it just the thing is about the singularity and whatever. Kind of. Well, we don't. If we have that, we have no need for. I'm going back to the Star Trek thing because I don't know really. If you got the holodecks, you create your own world. You can do the same thing in that virtual world.
Yeah.
Population control.
yeah, very much so.
There you go.
Wait,
Because
If WoW doesn't do it for us, then
well, that and let's say, I know it's kind of sick right now. Well, fuck it. Masturbation. There you go. That
what
take care of it right there.
or what was the term that
You can
I
actually
don't-
feel you.
actually there's a
Yeah,
better
it's
there's
just
actually a better
information,
term.
It's just brain signals.
Well, I was gonna say
you program the machine, or you're inside the machine, and you say, "I want this."
So it's
and-
kind of just like Second Life.
What's that?
in a way, yeah,
Yes.
Second Life it became really popular for people to make like.
flying dicks and
Well,
floaties and
Also, like there are pieces of furniture that you could program where if people used it, then they'd go into like sexual positions.
well, yeah. There was a
And you
great
can actually feel what's going on.
It's what they
you,
call
you have sensory
the
perception
term
of it.
the term for it, and I love this term.
That actually happened in Lawnmower Man too. If you
Yeah,
watch
exactly.
Lawnmower Man,
I don't know if you guys ever heard of this writer called his fake name is Are You Serious? Anyway, he used to write a magazine called Mondo 2000.
Mhm.
He actually coined the term teledildonics.
Teledildonics.
But that does describe it really
Yes,
well.
it does.
Yeah,
Yes, it
That
does.
is, that is something we really still have yet to achieve. Just due to a number of factors.
Yeah.
I mean, we're working towards it. I mean, you've got real dolls, you've got robots that are bipedal. Give it another 10 years, and
I like how you specified bipedal. But
Which is a good thing if you think about it. Is that kind of stuff. What, we're at 7 billion people right now on this planet.
yeah.
Well,
I
we're
guess
reaching the maximum, which scientists say was like 10, like close to just over 10.
yeah.
Yeah,
so we're getting
you-
definitely freaking close right
Which
now.
is so funny because I bet Greg Graffin was pissed that the song 10 in 2010 didn't actually come true.
Yeah, but you see what my point is that this
Well-
is actually a good. That is actually a good.
Potentially, depending that society doesn't go in the extreme opposite direction, where they become asocial.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be a concern. So and I mean we kind of see that now with WoW. I mean we've had friends that just get lost to those fucking games. That's why when somebody says they play WoW, that's why I get.
But if you think about
I get
it
bitter
too,
beer face.
well, but if you think about it, the way the technology is going, you got like the singularity, you got AI, 100 years or so, you probably would be talking to not really, a personality,
Humans
a personality that a person.
Humans and computers will truly be indistinguishable.
You know what's gonna happen
And
in terms of population control. Say you're living in the virtual world and like you get married to somebody in the virtual world, and then you have a kid, and you don't want another person. The kid's an AI.
yeah.
So you're basically gonna have like fake children. You're gonna have a fake family.
But they're still.
It's like The Sims.
But they're AI. They still know what they are. They're still conscious of themselves and stuff like that. So they're.
Yeah, this could
But
really
there-
lead to an even much longer discussion that unfortunately we have time for.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we got like 5 minutes left. Yeah, we got I said after test broadcasts and
Yeah,
the last
exactly.
one, we're like,
We need
okay,
to-
we definitely need to.
But I think we actually need to talk about this again because it's a really.
Yeah, this is a subject I would
It's
really
better.
love to revisit.
I think this is actually better than talking about fucking politics.
Yeah, I would like to revisit
Current
the
pol-
subject.
yeah.
It's and that politics will eventually play into it, but hard to say how that would actually come.
I don't think that'd be a case right now. We just have to think of
Right now
how
it's just a what if.
Yeah.
what if and how humans evolve into
Yeah.
whatever it's going to be.
I'd
become.
say my
And people, I want to say one last thing about this. People are afraid of this. I'm actually looking forward to it.
So am I. Seriously. No, like I said, if I'm
Because this is
70,
a step. This is a step up in our evolution.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like I said, if I'm, when I'm 70 and they say we need a subject of your age, I'll be like, fucking sign me up. You know, it's like going to Mars, where they were saying like the first trips are one way. I'm like, fucking sign me up.
Actually,
why? Because it helps humanity.
Trips now would probably take a few months.
Yeah, that's because, like I said, anything that allows me to help humanity evolve, I will fucking do it.
Yeah, but yeah, people are afraid. That's
well, then they will die.
Yeah,
and not to be all like fucking like really strict Darwinian about it. Everybody else will evolve.
Yeah,
we will get more than just thumbs. That's all there is to it, you know.
I will say my introduction to the idea of singularity and all this other stuff was actually listening to this one album, Our Lady Peace, and they actually did a concept album that was entirely.
Which album was that? I don't have, grab. It's not grab or well, I only have like.
I can't remember which one it was, but it had some like really interesting artwork on the album cover. But yeah, it is based on like Ray Kurzweil's writings, and they actually played it like kind of this weird, not necessarily like a horror story, but this weird like dehumanizing part of it.
Right.
So I mean, I will say this is
that's
kind of like what
that's why
KMDM sort of did with some of their stuff. Yeah.
Right. So the main thing about this is it is really dehumanizing, but then again, most parts.
But then again, you know that does.
Yeah.
Who says that's a bad thing?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Most of evolution is forgetting your old habits. Like if we stuck to our old habits, then we'd still be playing shit at each other.
Yeah.
And
we'd be fucking everything that moves. But some of us do that now.
Well, we do that in the virtual world anyways.
Yeah, so the people that are afraid, they're probably they're still very sentimental about very fundamental parts of their own existence.
Yeah, and also with that means like religion be like, hey, bye.
Well, I mean, religion is one thing, but
look
also
at 3001. They mostly like in Arthur C. Clarke's, but that wasn't dealing with any computers. They were still human.
Yeah.
But they mostly got rid of all religions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and everything was fine.
Yeah. Didn't fight about over dumbass shit.
But anyways, we're almost done here. We got 2 more minutes.
Like 2 minutes before we wrap here. Next live show, April 1st.
We're actually going to go against that. We're not going to do any trips.
No, we are going to be your safe haven from all the dumbass bullshit that usually gets on the internet.
We're gonna be contrarian and actually be the ones that don't do it.
Yes. Potential tech upgrades, even more so. You notice I actually picked up another new camera.
Well, we have to do some testing before then too. See what.
Yeah, there's some other stuff in the works.
But it's kind of it might be BAM user or their internet connection on the other end too.
Yeah,
because
I'll when I get back in town I'll test.
Because I want to test that out because they're really lagging behind.
Yeah.
But it's like then all of a sudden Toe, even though he's running wireless on his phone.
So anyway,
he's doing all right.
All right, so new tech upgrades might let us do some new stuff. I'll keep that as a secret for now. New material. Trencher has a new episode coming up Monday.
Nice,
sweet.
Yeah, I asked him because I was like, dude, I ain't getting any of this shit edited before that. It's barely edited at this point.
And what did he say to that?
He's like, fuck, I don't care. But I have he only knows about kind of knows about the 2 episode piece. So anyway, after that, South by Spankwagon.
Yes.
Once again, Austin's gangbanging the internet.
I think and if we do it next year, it'll be a lot better.
Yeah,
hopefully we get some passes
we learned a lot.
And maybe we have a lot of money next year and actually afford $800 tickets.
Oh, fuck that! Press passes.
Yeah.
Motherfucking press passes.
$800 to go to. Well, it's to everything in South by Southwest.
Like I said, press passes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, we learned a lot. Especially I did from a presentation point of view. So the next time we do this, it will definitely be better, and we'll take it on to other stuff. So, but hey, it's 11 o'clock, so behind the producer desk...
It's me. It's just me.
I was going to say...
Air mattress.
Yeah, I'm going to get you a pad to like beep, 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 beep. Yeah, so...
Bye.
So, and of course, it's Brew.
Hello.
And I'm Robo Liquor Store, and you were watching Spikewagon. Only Spikewagon.net.
.net.
Drink, bitches.